day 7. It's a little bit, it's like 8:45. Still at Chattahoochee Gap. I just finished packing up my entire tent and my camp setup. Getting ready to go hiking. I'm gonna temper my expectations today because one of the things I have to do is make the ridiculous climb out of Unicoi Gap up Rocky Mountain, which is crazy tall and vertical. So I got a little bit of a downhill to start, then gradual uphill to where some former shelters used to be, which is also where the water is. I got a full liter of water. I only got to make it a little over a mile, so that should be fine. It is Tuesday? Tuesday. So I'm hoping, since I am at mile marker 48, to make it to the North Carolina border by either Thursday or Friday. Probably Friday, now that I think about it. It is at mile marker 78, so I have about 30 miles to go. Figure about 10 miles a day, though today's going to be brutal, like I said. And then if I don't continue on today, tomorrow will also be brutal because I have to go up Tray Mountain, which is several small climbs followed by a large climb. What I intend to do is make it to Dix Creek Gap at mile 69. Gonna get a ride probably into Hiawassee to do a full resupply. And once I get that, that'll give me enough to get up to the border and then continue north to there to see how far I want to go. At the start of this whole thing, my 3 objectives were Neal's Gap, North Carolina border, and then whatever from there is gravy. But huge difference between the first few days of my hike and now. Look at all the leaves on the trees. They're everywhere. Leaves on the trees. Leaves everywhere. So prepping to hike. Here we go. Also, at some point today, I should probably switch out this battery and memory card. They're both almost dead, just FYI. But I'm too lazy to do it now. Shh. I'm a little upset. Uploading all the footage I'd filmed over the last few days, and when I swapped memory cards at Unicoi Gap, something happened to the new memory card, and that footage is gone. Day 9. I'm taking a 0 day. I got into Hiawassee yesterday, which would be day 8. I'm doing nothing today. I'm at the Holiday Inn. It's my beautiful room. Look at all the room stuff. I went for a swim. Well, sorry, I showered, because that's a smart thing to do before you gross up a pool. I showered, then went for a swim. Now I'm probably gonna shower again. So I'm gonna hitch or just call a shuttle tomorrow back to Dix Creek Gap. And then from there I can hike either 5 miles in to, I think it's Plum Grove shelter, or more likely try and make it all the way to Bly Gap, which means either tomorrow, late tomorrow, or sometime Saturday, I should be hitting North Carolina border, which is, as hopefully previously mentioned, my second goal. Neal's Gap, border, whole thing. I should probably have another goal between that second and third one, but who cares? That swim felt great. Bummed about the footage. Otherwise, it's gonna be a great day. Beautiful downtown Hiawassee town square. I was here yesterday, walked around already. So there's a really cool map over here that I want to check out. By the way, there's a ton of traffic that goes to this town, considering it's like a population 600. So I imagine it's just a major thoroughfare through the mountains. But like, it's even late at night, pretty constant traffic. And getting across the street can be a bit of a pickle. People don't really stop. So anyway, it covers the roughly 80 miles cutting through Georgia. It's Dix Creek Gap. That's where I'm going to be heading towards. And then all the way up top there is Bly Gap, which is where the border is to North Carolina. And I am over here in Hiawassee. So I'm going to take US 76 to get back to Dix Creek Gap. This is day 11. I'm done with Hiawassee. I just hitchhiked back to Dix Creek Gap. Shout out to Charlotte. appreciate the hitch. It is supposed to storm all day today and all day tomorrow, which is Mother's Day. But that's the bed I've made myself, so I'm going to lie in it. I'm going to try and hike short one today. It's already noon, so I'm probably going to try and hike to Plum Orchard Gap Shelter. There's only 4.5 miles, which I will probably get to and just hang out in just to be out of the weather when it hits tonight. Other than that, that means I'll be hitting North Carolina tomorrow on Mother's Day, barring any unforeseen setbacks. So I've rested up for way too long. It's time to get back on the trail. I have made it to the shelter. It's a very nice shelter, actually. It's pretty big. It's got 3 tiers in there. I know you probably can't see them, but I am making my dinner. It's about 4:30 right now. There were some other hikers already here when I got here, including a dog named Sadface. Dogs are very sweet. Love dogs. But it's really early. I probably could hike further, but like I said before, I don't want to hike, or I don't want to camp in the rain. I've done that so many times. This is the first time I'll stay in a shelter. So, Plum Orchard Shelter, congratulations. You're my first shelter. There's a nice piping of water on the trail into the shelter. The trail under the shelter, though, is really steep. I'm not looking forward to climbing out of that in the morning. But for now, here I am, standing here before you. The morning of day 12, I think, Sunday, Mother's Day. So I spent last night alone, unexpectedly. Usually, especially at this point in the trail, I'm not that far behind the bubble. You would think a few people would have showed up, but nope. I ended up sleeping alone. I slept on the 3rd tier, figuring that would be the best to be out of range of both cold wind, any potential rain, as well as any potential animals that might wander on through. I had a lot of trouble getting to sleep. And then around midnight, it started to downpour, and that was the best thing ever. There was so much on the roof right above me, because they have a metal roof on this thing. I was able to sleep like a baby, which actually caused me to kind of fall into a bit of a trap this morning. I woke up at about 7, and it was still going on, so I just laid wrapped up in my quilt for like 2 hours. It's already 9:30. My mistake. So I should be hitting the border soonish. And once I get there, I will figure out what I want to do. There's only 2 options from there. Keep going, duh. Or turn around and hike about 9 miles back to Dix Creek and call it a hike. About 1:15, day 12, Mother's Day. It is pouring rain and has been all morning. But I am in North Carolina. And there's the cool pipe that's being nommed on by a tree. It has been an arduous journey for me. And I've made the decision, I'm going to turn around now, hike it back as fast as I can to get to Dix Creek, and I'm done with the trail. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry my journey got cut short, much shorter than I intended and probably you would have wanted to watch. But thank you for all the support.